Okay, raise your hand if you have a food allergy. Yeah, I see that. Okay, so even whether you have a food allergy or not, can you imagine what it would be like to go to the movies and not be able to have popcorn, to go to the drive-thru and not be able to get lunch or dinner, which is really important for us as college students, or to not be able to eat a birthday cake at your own birthday? There is an actual disorder that pertains to people that can be allergic to many or all kinds of food. It's called eosinophilia disorders. According to ABC News Health, 200,000 people, mostly children, in the U.S. have this disorder, including my 11-year-old brother named David. He's a very dramatic boy. He's quite the clown. But this is David. He was 5 years old when he was diagnosed with having this disorder. Like I said, he's very dramatic. This is, he's a ham. This is a picture of him being caught in the act of toilet papering my sister's car. But when he was 5 years old, he loved salad and Debbie snack cakes and ice cream. He loved tractors, and he idolized my older brothers. But he started not being able to finish his food at meals. He started vomiting up what he did eat. He didn't sleep at night. He said his stomach was hurting him really bad. And this was just, keep in mind, this was just when he was 5 years old. So it was really hard, to see him as this adorable blue-eyed little boy being in so much pain. His skin started turning yellow. He started getting really big bags under his eyes from where he couldn't sleep at night, and we had no idea what was wrong with him. My mom didn't sleep at night either. She would be up all night long on the internet searching and Googling, trying to find out what in the world could be wrong with him. So when he was 5, he got diagnosed with having eosinophilic gastroenteritis. Eosinophilic diseases are caused by eosinophils, which are a type of white blood cell. They're designed to attack objects that are foreign to the body. Eosinophilia is caused when a person has too many white blood cells. Then the white blood cells start attacking food. It's like they're getting bored, so they just start attacking whatever comes into the immune system, or whatever comes into the body system. Some of the symptoms include being unable to eat many foods, severe pain, internal bleeding, nausea, vomiting, and hives and rashes. Consider it like an asthma of the inside. So a lot of these kids that have eosinophilia are never able to eat food again. They have to live on an elimination diet, or they can only drink a certain type of formula that was medically developed for them, because they're not able to get the nutrients that they need to survive and to be able to grow and to develop. This is what my little brother drinks. It's called Splash, and it's in this fun little juice box, but it's disgusting. If any of you want to come up and even smell it, then you're more than welcome to. It smells terrible. Not to be crude or anything, but think of orange puke. This is what it smells like, that's what it tastes like. Can you imagine having to drink this every single day? For a while, it was all he could eat. And it's really heartbreaking for these eosinophilic kids because we have to force them to chew on ice just so they won't forget how to chew. We also, for a while, we did an elimination diet where he could only eat organic foods that were really strange sort of things, so we had to make them all from scratch, out of things like tapioca flour, coconut oil, beet sugar, and rice milk. Unfortunately, these things are really, really expensive. They're hard to prepare, and he ended up being allergic to a lot of these things as well. But like I said, some of these kids will never eat food again. So we did get David the formula for a while. And we took him to a lot of different hospitals. We took him to Roanoke, Cincinnati, to Charleston, to Philadelphia. And finally, we were able to get him some medicine. I would like to play this video just to show you all that this is not something, that's really under the rug. It's actually being brought up more and more. You can Google it. You can look it up on YouTube. Lots of news stations have done stories on it. And this is from the Today Show. This was not smart moving the keyboard over here. This is from the Today Show. Matt Lauer has interviewed several of these children with eosinophilic diseases. And this is one of them. This little boy is from England, but like I said, this affects a lot of young children in the U.S. as well. And it also affects adults, but for the most part, it affects mostly children.
Many people are allergic to something: cats, flowers, peanuts, just to name a few. But one 12-year-old from Great Britain has it a lot worse. He's allergic to virtually every food around. Here's NBC's Donna Friesen.
This is one of my favorite things in my room.
He looks like and acts like any other 12-year-old, but Tyler Savage was born with an extraordinary condition.
He was always in hospital with diarrhea, sickness and stomach infections and colds, coughs, and always never thriving, never putting on weight.
Over the years, countless medical tests were inconclusive. Almost everything he ate made him violently ill.
This video goes on to tell how this young boy, they were able to get some help for him, but he's still only able to have 3 main foods. My little brother is able to have several more foods now, but it's still a huge struggle every day to live with this. Like, it's so hard going to restaurants because, you can only have certain foods. Like at Wendy's, he can only have the baked potato. McDonald's, he can only have the apple slices. So it makes it really hard, but because of this, he is such a strong, brave, and self-controlled young man because of all this. He does not like to talk about it at all. And when I asked him if I could do the speech on him, and he said, "No, I don't want you to." But I said, "David, the more people know about it, the closer we are to a cure." So he looked at me and he said, "I want you to do it." This is one of the organizations that are trying to help fight this disease. I encourage you to go to their website, look them up. Also AtFed, I'm one of their partners. They also are dedicated to helping children with this disease. In conclusion, a Connecticut news station asked 6-year-old Timmy, who can't eat any foods, how he stays so strong even though he has this disorder. And here's why.
Because where do we go from there? How do we stay so strong?
I'm just I think in my head, hey, food isn't important to anything. Just hang out with your friends and family is more important.
Thoughts from a 6-year-old and wisdom beyond his years.
Yeah, because when something bad happens, God thinks of and do something that will happen good.
And that is my conclusion. Thank you all.